Okay guys, so today we are going to build a car dealership website. So we're going to go through step by step, each step of the way, and you're going to end up with a beautiful website like the one here right behind me. And as you can see, we have a beautiful hero section with a call to action. If we scroll down, we have all our details here, all our services. We sell cars, we buy cars, we trade in cars. You have a request a callback form. You have social proofs as well with customer testimonials. And of course, again, a final call to action here that will bring you to the car listing itself. So we have two options for the car listing. You can have it this way, which is a gallery view. As you can see, we have our search features here by make, by year, by transmission, by fuel type, body type, condition. And also you can have it as a listing, as you can see here. So you have the picture and all the details next to it. And if you click on any of those, you go straight to the page, just like that, which is the single listing in itself with all the different pictures. You can scroll left to right, as you can see, beautifully designed, and all the details of the car itself right here. So let's wait no further and let's dive right into it. Okay, so the first step, as always, is to take care of our hosting and domain name registration. For this, there are three different methods of accessing our hosting. We can either go onto my website here, Mr. Web Reviews, and type in /hosting in the address bar, as you can see here, or click on hosting here in the menu bar, or you can use the very first link in the description below that says Mr. Web Reviews /hosting. So either of these three methods will bring you to the same place. So let's just click on hosting for now. And there you go. So this is bringing us to the Hostinger web page. So Hostinger basically is where I host all my websites, all my Mr. Web Reviews websites. And the reason being is because they're very good, they're very efficient, and very affordable as well. So it's a great combination of all the requirements someone might want from a hosting company. And they also provide great support. When you run into issues, they're always there within the hour. They'll have the problem sorted out. So very efficient indeed. Now, as you can see on the screen here, this is a special co-branded page that I have with Hostinger, which means that you can get up to 80% discount thanks to these hosting plans. And I'm also going to give you an additional coupon code, Mr. Web Reviews coupon code that you can use at checkout that will give you access to an additional 5% discount. So altogether, extremely good value indeed, and excellent service provided by Hostinger indeed. So if we scroll down the page now, as you can see, we are now presented with three different options. So we can choose among three different hosting plans. So we have the single, we have the premium one, and we have the business. So what's the difference between those three different plans? Okay, so this one here, the premium, is the most popular one, and there's a good reason for it. I'm going to explain that to you in a second. So here on the single one, you can save up to 90%, so even bigger savings, 80% on this one and 75% on the business plan. So let me scroll down a little bit. So apart from the price, what are the differences? So this one here, the single, as the name indicates, you can glean from the name itself, is for one website only. So if you're planning to host more than one website, create different variation of the same website, maybe this will not be for you. You might have to go for the premium version then. Okay, so also we have the monthly visits. So depending on how much traffic you're planning to get onto your website, here you can get up to 10,000 monthly visits. And this one, 25,000, and here's 100,000. So depending on how fast you're growing as well, you'll have to consider that as well. Now, here's another factor that might be important to you. With the single one, you can only have one email address. So let's say you have yourdomainname.com. You can only have, for instance, info@yourdomainname.com or sales@. And that's it. You can't have any more emails than that. It's only just the one. Any additional email will be additional cost as well. You have to pay for that, obviously. Whereas these ones, you get free emails, unlimited amounts of emails. So you could have info@, sales@, artwork@, hello@, accounts@, whichever you want, you know, even your name at, whichever it is you decide. And if you have multiple person, if you have different staffs working with you, alongside with you in your company, maybe you might want to select the premium one just for that alone. So they offer free SSL certificate with all the plans, so throughout all of these. Basically, the SSL certificate is this padlock here. You can see next to the web address, which signifies to your visitors that your website is safe and secure to use, especially if you're planning to use contact forms and fetch information from your customers, or take payment as well. So it's very important to have an SSL certificate. Now with the single plan, you don't get the free domain name either, which is valued at $8.99, and you don't get Google Ads credit. And for all these reasons alone, all together, if you put all this together, factor that into the equation, clearly this one, the premium, becomes the obvious choice. And this is why it's the most popular one, because the most advantageous price-wise for the amount of features that you get. And you can still save up to 80%. So just for the sake of our tutorial here, now you can feel free to choose any of those three, where we're going to go ahead with the most popular one, which is this one. So I'm just going to select this. We're going to go to our next step. Okay, so from here we have to select our billing cycle now. So as you can see, we can select among 4 different options. So we have 1 month, 12 months, 24 months, and 48 months. So as you can see, the price can change drastically. So we go from $2 to almost $11. So if you select the 1 month, let's say this 1 month. Okay, so it would cost you $10.99 for 1 month. So this is just pay as you go. If you just want to try things out, this is the one you need to select. But bear in mind, you have to pay $4.99 on top for the setup fee. So in total, for 1 month, it would cost you $10.99 plus taxes and setup fee at $4.99. So total $19.66. So that's almost $20 for just 1 month. And as you can see, if you were to select 48 months, you'd get almost 10 months already out of that just for the same price. Okay, so let's click on 12 months for now. Okay, so as you can see here, for 12 months, it would cost you $5.99 per month. So you can save up to 45% on this plan. So let's scroll down quickly here just to have a quick overview. So this would cost you normally $131.88. And then you can save up to, you can save $60, actually 45%. And then you have to charge, they charge taxes on top of that. So total would be $88.41. So that's for a year. So that's not bad already, you know. Now let's say, so subtotal here, you can see it's $71.88. So 71 times 2. So let's say 70 times 2, 140. So that's what you would expect to pay for 24 months. Now let's see what's going to cost us. It's only $90, you see. So we save another $50 on the second year here. So let's see the total here. We save $172 on this plan. So $90 times 2, it would normally cost you $180 if we were to double that for 4 years instead of 2. It's only $105. Imagine that. Only $15 extra to go from 2 years to 4 years. $15. And here you save $422. A whopping $422. It's insane, isn't it? So the price here, the value, it's absolutely outstanding. Okay, again, for the sake of our tutorial, I'm just going to select 12 months for now, just 1 year. Okay, in the next step, you have to select your payment method. So it could be credit cards, could be PayPal, could be coin payments. So coin payments is all these virtual currencies like Bitcoin and all them. And then you have Google Play as well. So for our tutorial, again, I'm going to just select PayPal for now. And this is our overview. So as you can see, $131.88 minus $60 discount plus taxes, $88.41. Now I have a coupon code for you guys. So here where you have, I have a coupon. Yes, click on this. And there you type Mr. Web Reviews, all in capital letters, just like this, Mr. Web Reviews. And then you click on the plus sign. And there you go. This is going to give you an additional $5.04. So in total, we're now saving 49%. So it's half the price, basically, half the normal price. So this is not too bad, is it? And then after that, all we have to do is click Submit Secure Payment. There you go. And because I selected PayPal, I'm now redirected to the PayPal purchase page. So all you have to do basically from here is just click next and proceed to checkout. And once you've gone through the whole checkout process, you will receive a couple of emails from Hostinger themselves with the confirmation email as well, letting you know that your hosting is ready to use, in which case you can go back to the Hostinger page here and log in into your account. So all you have to do is basically can log in. And there you go. So welcome to our Hostinger admin panel now. So from here, the first thing we need to do is to claim our free domain. So as you can see, you have claim your free domain. So what we have to do basically is click on this here, claim domain. And you want to type in the domain that you wish to register. So in our case here, we are registering a car dealership website, and maybe you're based in Atlanta or New York. So maybe you type in NY for New York and maybe car dealer. Let's say this is the domain name you'd like to register. So NY car dealer. Simple, isn't it? And .com. So you can choose among different extensions. So you have .com, .online, .shop, .tech, .site, and so on. You can scroll down, you'll see there's loads of them, .net, .info, etc. .com obviously is the most popular one, the most common one, obviously the most recognized worldwide. And as a fact as well, because it's the most popular one, the domain name you'd like to register might already be taken. So you might have to go through a few different options, you know. So maybe if NY car dealer is not available, maybe you can try car dealer NY, you know, or different alternatives and different variations of the same name. And once you're happy enough with the name you've selected, all you have to do is click claim domain, and you will either get a message letting you know that this domain is already registered. Please select another one. Or if it's available, they're going to ask you to confirm, would you like to go ahead and proceed? Yes, please. And then your domain will then be registered. And now that our domain name is registered, we'll have to set up our hosting. So this is our second step. So as you can see here, we have setup and then premium shared hosting. So I have two different accounts here. I have multiple accounts with Hostinger. So this is why you can see two of them here showing up. But normally you'll have only one yourself. So all you have to do basically to set up your hosting is either to click on this title or click on the button here. So either way will work. So we can click on this. There you go. And now you're prompted with a welcome message. And all we have to do is to click start now. So we have to choose a domain. So the domain name we just registered, NY car dealer or NY car dealership or car dealership NY, whichever domain name we registered should show up here. If it doesn't show up, click on the drop down menu and select the domain from here. And then click select. And here we are asked, which way would you want to go? Do you want to build a new website or migrate my website? We're not going to select either of them. We're going to click this one here at the bottom that said skip. I will start from scratch because this is what we're going to do. We're going to build from scratch. And once you're finished, all you have to do is click finish setup. And now that your hosting is set up, you'll have an additional section here that will show up, which says hosting. So that means that your hosting is ready to use. And now we can manage our hosting and configure it and customize it. So you can either click on the domain name itself or click manage, either way. So let's click on this for now. So this is our H panel. So this is the hosting account where we have access to all the tools and features to customize and configure our hosting. So as you can see, we have WordPress here, order, accounts, emails, domains, website, files, databases, and advanced, and other as well. So this might look a bit overwhelming, but don't worry, we're only going to use a few features out of all of these. So the first thing we're going to do is to set up an email address for you. So as you can see here, in one of those sections here, we have emails and we have email accounts. So just click on this. And right where it says here email, you're going to type the email address that you'd like to register. So let's say we can create info@accounts@ hello@ or whatever it is, or your name @ whichever it is, you know. So I can put here, for instance, david.garay I'll set my name at mrwebreviewstutorials.com, and then you can enter a password here, create your password, and that's all you have to do basically after this is click create. And this is going to take a few seconds to set up. So there you go, all done already. And as you can see now I have info at and I have david.garret@mrwebreviewstutorials.com. So this is as easy as that to create an email address, as you can see. So I'm just going to delete this one because I'm not going to use it. There you go. So the next step is to install WordPress on our hosting. So how can we do this? Very simple. We go back to the menu here on the side. We can see you have website. Click on this and it will show different options here. And we're going to click on auto installer. So click on this now. And then as you can see, I already have a few websites installed. As I said, you know, all my Mr. Web Reviews websites and personal websites are here. So all you have to do basically is scroll down to the bottom, and where you see WordPress here, click on this. So select. And now we're going to start our installation. So click on this drop down menu and select HTTPS. So that's step number one. So HTTPS basically is crucially important because this is required for your SSL certificate to be activated. And again, your SSL certificate is that padlock here in the corner that shows that your website is safe and secure. So then we have Mr. Web Reviews Tutorial, and you leave this field empty. You don't type anything there. And we need to set up a username. So for I'm going to just put Mr. Web Reviews, simple as, and just type in a password. Okay. So if you don't want to type in any password, you can use the password generator here. It will generate a strong password for you automatically. And then you can type in your email address and then the website title. So I'm just going to put Mr. Web Reviews, but in your case, it could be NY car dealership, for instance. And just scroll down to the bottom, leave everything the way it is, everything else is fine, and just tick this box here. Always update to the latest version available. So click on this. And then we're just ready to install now already. So just click install. And there you go. So now it's installing WordPress for us on the server. So this is going to take a few moments. It might take up to a minute, even, you know, maybe a minute and a half, depending on how fast your internet connection is. So don't be anxious. Just let it run. It's normal. It's doing its thing. There you go. So it's installed already. So please bear in mind, you won't get any notification that it's installed. You basically be redirected back to this page, and that means that your WordPress installation is completed. So from here, now we can access our WordPress dashboard. So we go back here on top in the menu section. You can see dashboard. Click on that. Then click on dashboard once more. And from here, you just want to make sure that the force HTTPS is active. So it has to be green like this. If it's not green, if it's grayed out like this, remember to tick it. So you have to do is click on it, just like that. And as you can see, successfully forced HTTPS. So again, it's just to make sure that in any situation, your padlock will show up and your SSL certificate is active. And now to access our WordPress dashboard, all we have to do is click on Edit Website. So just one click now, and we'll be redirected now. Boom. And just like that, we are redirected to WordPress. So as you can see, we get a message here, all-in-one SEO setup wizard. So just skip that altogether. We're going to delete this anyways. We don't need it. Okay, so from here, we're going to do a bit of cleaning up and removing all the unnecessary things. So first, we're going to go to plugins. There you go. And as you can see, these are all the plugins that are installed by default by Hostinger, and loads of them we don't need anyways, you know. So what we're going to do is just select them all and then deactivate, apply. So they're all deactivated. Now you select them all and you untick Lightspeed Cache because that's the only one we're going to keep. Basically, you can scrap everything else. We're going to install our own plugins and then delete, apply. Okay. So why do we keep Lightspeed Cache? Because Lightspeed Cache, it's a caching feature basically that Hostinger has in place that will highly increase the access to your website, and speed up the loading page of your website, which will increase obviously your ranking and how you can be found in the search results, etc. So at the moment, we're just gonna leave it disabled because you don't need it at the moment. We will activate it later because as we are working on the website, we want to see immediately the changes we make. And when you're using a Lightspeed Cache, it won't reflect immediately. So this will impede our progress, obviously. So this is one thing done. So we're just going to install 2 plugins now. So we're going to install a maintenance mode. So just type in maintenance in the search box. And as you can see, we have this one here from Web Factory Limited with over 600,000 plus active installations. So let's install this. So basically, a maintenance page is to prevent anyone to access your website from the outside world while you're working on it. So while your website is under construction, you don't want everyone to see obviously a website that's not fully finished and it doesn't look professional obviously because it's not finished, and you don't want to anyone to access it. This is what a maintenance page is for. And then we can activate it. There you go. So if you go into maintenance here, you can see that it is actually on. So if I right click here myself on this and open in a new tab, so this is what our website looks like at the moment. As you can see, it's very basic. It's only the default theme that comes with WordPress in 2021. It's not very appealing, to be honest, very basic indeed. But regardless of that, we can access it because we are logged in as an admin. Now, if I was to select the address here and open this in an incognito page, and I paste it here, enter, this is what anyone from the outside world will see. Mr. Web Reviews, maintenance mode is on, and site will be available soon. Thank you for your patience. And you can tweak this around, obviously, this message, but basically, if you're not logged in as an admin, no one can access your website, which is great. And you can see here, this is the message, site will be available soon. Thank you for your patience. Now you can change this around, type in your own message. All you have to do after this is click save, and that's it. Okay, so let's install another plugin. So add new. And from here, you're going to type in carDealer. Just like that. And the one we're interested in is this one here from Bill Minozzi. So WordPress carDealer and vehicle sale WordPress plugin. So we're going to install this one. So it only has 600 plus installation, which was interesting. But when I installed it, all the features you need are absolutely fantastic. It's great. All the features you need are included in this plugin. So let's click install. Okay. And then activate. Okay. So that's it. We have this installed now. Very good. And then next, we're going to take care of a few of the WordPress settings. So we're going to settings here, general. And you can see we have the site title. So this is Mr. Web Reviews. And we have a tagline here. So you can type in either your slogan, maybe your USP, or something that describes your website. Very often this tagline will come back in the search results, in the Google search results, and people will be able to read this. So it's very important that you make it sure it's strikingly good and it conveys the message across about what it is that you do. So I'm just going to put here car dealership based in, let's say, New York. Okay. And that's all basically. Here, administration email address. Just make sure you have the right email address here because all communications coming from your website will be sent to that email address. After this, just scroll down and click save. And one more thing, we're going to Permalinks and we make sure that we tick post name instead of date and name. So as you can see here, every page, every post, everything we create, every page we're going to publish will display this way. So let's say if we have the About Us section, it will display yourdomainname.com/about-us. If it's contact us, it'll be /contact-us, which means it's easy to follow and to read for search result purposes, and also for your visitors. It's easy for them to know where they are located on your website. And then click Save. And that's it for our settings. We're all done already. That's all we need for now. So back to our website now. Let me refresh very quickly. Now clearly it doesn't look that great. It looks very basic indeed, not really appealing at all. So what we're going to do now is install a theme. So a theme, basically it's a mixture of templates and components that will help us to build a beautiful website, and they come with pre-built templates as well, as I'm going to show you. So let's go back to our WordPress dashboard, and we go into Appearance and then Themes. And right here you click Add New. And in the Search Themes box, you're going to type ASTRA. There you go. And the one we want to install is the very first one here, ASTRA. And as you can see, if you hover on top, it will show an install button. All you have to do is click on that, and it's going to start the installation for us. Okay, so nearly there. And all we have to do now is just to activate it. So activate. There you go. So we get a message here. Thank you for installing ASTRA. Did you know ASTRA comes with dozens of ready-to-use starter templates? And this is why I love ASTRA so much, because it comes with pre-built templates and it's so easy to use. So all we have to do basically now is to click on Get Started. Now it's activating, so nearly there. Okay. And now we have to select our page builder. So as you can see, we have 4 different options here. So by default, Gutenberg is the one that comes by default with WordPress. So if you install any WordPress, you'll get Gutenberg with it. And then you have 2 other options here, Beaver Builder and Breezy, which are very popular as well. But the most popular one by far, I mean, it's Elementor. Elementor is the most comprehensive one. And once you know how to use Elementor, you can create and build any website you can think of, literally any website you can think of. So we're going to install Elementor for now. So click on this. There you go. So these are all the starter templates we were talking about. As you can see, there's loads and loads and loads of them. So you have a bit of everything for everyone, every type of industry. As you can see, you have yoga t-shirt, yoga studio, martial arts, creative studio, food. What do we have here? Calligraphy, UI, UX, childcare, freelancer, roofing company, a chef, a voiceover artist, piano lessons. So basically there's literally everything for everyone in here. Now, as you may have noticed, some of them have an agency tag like here. So that means that this is a premium version. So these are paid versions. So now clearly we can find a free one, but if you don't find what you're looking for in the free ones, you can always get the premium one. As always, I'll leave a link in the description below. It's an affiliate link, so at no extra cost to you, but this way we get a small commission, which helps support this channel. Otherwise, you can select among the free ones, so which is what we're going to do now. So if you scroll back up now, and you go in on the drop down menu here and select free. There you go. And we're going to type in car, just to find everything related to cars. And let's scroll down. This one, very nice, isn't it? Car repair. We could work with that. Let me see, is anything else? A clean car. Let's see this one here. No, maybe not this one. Let's go with that one. That looks nice. Looks very professional. This fits our purpose perfectly. Yeah, this is it. This is the one. So how can we do this? So let me remove myself for a second here. There you go. As you can see, we have 2 buttons here. You can import the complete site or import the home template. So if you wanted to, you can actually import the home page from this one, and maybe, let's say, the services page from this one. It's really up to you. You can mix and match as well. So let's go back to this. What we're going to do, just to keep it simple for our tutorial here, we're going to import the complete site. So all we have to do basically to import all these 5 pages all at once is to click on this button here, import complete site. So now we have to fill in our details here. So select whatever it is that matches your personal experience. And for the sake of our tutorial, I'm just going to skip this step now. So skip, and there you go. So now it's importing. So this is going to take maybe a minute, minute and a half, maybe up to 2 minutes. So be patient. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to pause the video at this stage and I'll meet you guys when it's completed. Okay guys, so this is completed now. As you can see, imported successfully. So let's have a quick look at our website. So this is what our website used to look like. So let's refresh. There you go. And just like that, let me see if I need to zoom in. No, that's fine. Yeah. So as you can see, we now have a beautiful hero section here with the car and everything. So this is absolutely great. So let's scroll down. Yeah, all these options here. We even have a contact form, reviews from customers, contact number again, and all that. So yeah, that looks very professional indeed. And as you can see, we have 2 call to actions buttons here that we could use basically, you know, to link to our car listing, for instance. So very nice. Okay, so let's work from here. So let me close this one and this one. So back to our WordPress dashboard, we can close this as well. Okay, so as you can see in our menu section here, our car dealer plugin is installed with all the different features. So we have a dashboard, settings, fields table, cars table, makes, locations, theme, and then that's basically it. Yeah. So this is installed now. So what we need to do now is to import a few demo content to help us out with developing the website and designing it from scratch. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go to tools and then import. And we're going to run the WordPress importer. So if your WordPress import is not installed yet, you might have to click install, just like you can see here, install now, because I run the import already once. It says run importer, but first you'll have to click on install now, and then you'll see run importer, and then only then you can click on run importer. So click on this now, and then you select your file. So I'm going to leave the link in the description below where you can download this file. Well, this will be the second link in the description below. So the file is cardealerdemo.data.xml. So this is the one you select. So click open and then upload, file and import. Okay. And you need to select the admin user, which is yourself here, and then tick download and import file attachments and then submit. And this should only take a few moments. There you go, all done already. So all done, have fun, as you can see. So this is done. We have all the demo data imported now. So if you go into car dealer and we go into dashboard, maybe into, wait, hold on now, car tables, cars table. There you go. So these are our demo content basically. We have 6 cars already pre-loaded on our website now, which is going to make it easier for us to preview the finished product in the front end. So let's click on one of those cars here. So maybe the test car here, that's just to show you. Click on this. So the first thing we have, the first field, it's obviously the name. So this would be the name of the car itself. And then we have the description. So if you click on this here, you can see this is a picture gallery. So if you click on the edit button, you can see edit gallery. And from there you can add multiple pictures for the same vehicle, which is very nice and handy, of course. And then with the description itself, we have all the different features. So we have the specs, and then we have features here. So specs first. So if you want to have it, you can put the price, you can have the year, you can have mileage, the horsepower, the condition. Is it new? Is it used? Is it damaged? What type of transmission? What type of fuel? And obviously all these features, you can change them and add different ones, obviously, you know. So as you can see, we have diesel, gasoline, hybrid, electrical. Here in Europe, we'd say petrol instead of gasoline. But either way, you can change this and tweak it and make it your own, obviously, you know. So body type. So we have coupe, luxury car, sedan, sports, etc., etc. You can change this as well. And then we have the model, the engine, body color, passenger capacity, interior color, and the type of material. So let's say here it would be leather, for instance, not plastic, obviously. And then we can update. And on the side here we have different makes. So all the different makes. So it could be Volkswagen, it could be Mercedes, it could be Fiat, Ford, etc., etc. So we can, I'm going to show you how to create all these different sections anyways. And then associated themes, locations, and then the featured image. So the featured image is the main picture that will show up immediately on the website. The first one people will see before they click on it and see the portfolio gallery. Okay, so before we start creating a new car listing, let's take care of a few settings first. So we're going to locations. Let's add a few locations. So we can create maybe a few of them here. So let's say California, add new location. We'll have Florida maybe. And what else? Washington. Washington, there you go. Okay. So I'm just going to add 3 of them here just for the sake of our tutorial here. You get the gist anyways. So you can add as many as you want, obviously. And you can break them down in subcategories as well. You know, you could have Washington and then divide that in maybe different areas within Washington. So that's how we can do this. Now, let's go into makes. So these are all the car makes we're going to advertise and have on our website. So let's add a few. Maybe you can have Audi. And then maybe Bentley, BMW, do we have BMW? BMW maybe, yeah. BMW, Chrysler, Mazda maybe, Lexus, maybe Peugeot, and Renault. Just to add a few here. Obviously, there are more than 300 plus car manufacturers worldwide, so you might have to spend a bit of time here putting them all in, but anyways, this is how you do it. And then we have our custom fields. So basically, we're going to click on Fields table. And as you can see, these are all the different fields that are used in the car listing. Basically, you know, you have the body type, condition, model, engine, body color, passenger capacity, interior color, and interior material. So now you can tweak this around, change it, and make it your own as you wish. You can add and remove some as well. So let's add a new one here, just to show you how easy it is actually. So click Add New. And let's say we want to add sat-nav navigation, GPS. We want to know if this sat-nav fitted in the car. So the name of the field is just, let me show you here very quickly. So this is the title. So this is the name of the field, and this is the label. So the label is the name. So this is what your visitors will see in the front end, whereas the title, this is what is used in the database. So the name of the field should be all in lower cases, no spaces in between. So I'm just going to put sat-nav just like this in one word. And then the label of the field should be sat and then nav with spacing and capital letters. So as you can see now, you have the order. So the last one is number 17, as you can see here at the bottom. So we're going to add this as 18, just after it. And we have to select the type of field. So what type of field do you want it to be? Do you want it to be a checkbox? So a checkbox basically is if a tick box. So if you tick it, that means it is actually a yes. And if it's unticked, it's a no. And then you have the drop down, we have the range select, and you have text. So if you click text box, basically it's just a checkbox. It's very easy. If you have a drop down menu, you need one option per line. So you type option 1, enter, and then option 2, enter, etc. Okay. And then we have the range select. So the range select basically is that slider button that you can go left or right, and you can select among different range basically. Yeah. So range min, it could be 0 right up to maybe 100,000. Let's say if it was for price, and the range step maybe per 1,000. So basically the increment will be 1,000 each 1,000. So you could have Maybe you can look for a car that's 12,000 or 13,000 or 14,000 or 97,000, etc. But now clearly for the sat nav, the best option is check box. So we're going to click on this and then click OK. That's it. And just like that, we have a new option now. So now we have sat nav as well. And let's add another feature maybe. Maybe we can have the trunk or the boot capacity in liters or gallon. So boot size, I'm going to put here. Now depending on which side of the pond you are, here we say boot. You might say trunk in the US, so it depends again. So I'm going to put boot size and then here in liters, or just in L, just like that. Okay, and then order would be 19. And then for this one, it could be something, it would be a text box, I suppose. We're going to type in the volume and click OK. Invalid label, only letters. Oh, okay, so we cannot put brackets here. Sorry. Okay, in liters. Okay. There you go. And now let's take care of our settings. So car dealer and then settings. And as you can see here, we can set everything up based on our own requirements. So we have the currency, so you can select your own currency. So it could be dollars, could be euros, could be pound, whichever, you know. I'm just going to select euros for now. So are you in miles or kilometers? So I'm just going to put km. So we speak in liters here, but in the States could be gallons. So I'm just going to keep liters for now. So how many cars would you like to display per page? So maybe you can go up to 18, maybe, you know, because 3 is not even enough, really, you know. People don't want to constantly be sliding from one page to the other. So it's probably easier if you have 18 all at once. This is a nice amount. So replace the WordPress gallery with Flex Slider Gallery. Yes, sure, why not? Okay. Use thumbnail size 2:1 or 4:3. So this is really up to you, but you don't have to select anything here. So do you use horsepower? Yes. And then what else do you want? In showroom page, use gallery, list view, and grid template. So basically a gallery is like a picture, and then a second row with another 3 pictures and so on. So 3 images across and then different rows. A list view is basically the detail with 1 picture and then another row, a picture with the details. So let me show you very quickly. Save changes here. And I'm just going to refresh. So this is a listing. So you have the picture and the details. Picture and the details. Whereas if you go the other way, so let's go back here to gallery, save changes, and then refresh. So we're back to this setting. So it's really up to you which one you prefer. It's a matter of taste, I suppose, you know. So let's leave it for now, maybe in list view. This is not too bad, actually, list view. Let's go back to this, refresh. This is nice, actually, isn't it? And if someone wants to click on view, then we go to our own page and we have the full details, and then we can go back to our listing. So this is very nice, isn't it? Okay, we can leave it as is for now. The rest of the options here, basically, it's all about picture sizes and all that. So you can test things out, you know, and see which options you prefer. And then, as always, once you finish, don't forget to click save, and that's it. So that's all done for now for the settings. Okay, so now we have plenty to work with. So we can create a new car listing. And this is how you can create all your different options to tweak and customize your listing the way you want it. So let's go into car dealer again, and we're going to click on cars table. So we're going to create a new listing now. So add new. And we're going to add, selected a few pictures here for an Audi A8 Tiptronic. So a very lovely car. Audi A8 Tiptronic. Okay. So first let's add the pictures. So we're going to add media. So click on add media here. And here on the side, you create a new gallery. Okay. And now we're going to upload our pictures. So upload files. Select files, and as you can see, I have 6 pictures here already preloaded. So I'm going to select them and then open. Okay, so they've uploaded now, and as you can see, there's a tick mark on each one of them. So if you wanted to remove one, just untick or tick it back again, you know, that's the same. And then create new gallery. And then we're going to insert that gallery. Now let me remove myself here because you can't see this now. This button here, and then insert gallery. There you go. And now we have our gallery here in our page. So if you click on it and then go to the left, then now you can start typing your description. So whatever description you want about your car, say everything it is, you know, only has one previous owner, from new, very low mileage, spotless car, as good as new, let's say, something like this, okay? And then we're going to select the make here on the side. So that's Audi. We know now. We scroll down. So maybe that car is located, let's say, in Washington. So we'll tick on this as well. And we're going to select all our features now. So what's the price? So let's say maybe this one is 90,000. As you can see here, you don't put any special characters, no currency sign, no comma, no dot, nothing. This is taken care of in the settings afterwards. So the year, we're going to put maybe 2019 or 2020 even. 2020, mileage, very low mileage, 12,000, horsepower, 457. Lovely car indeed. Condition, so this is used. The type of transmission, we said it was Tiptronic. The fuel type, so that would be gasoline, so yes. And body type, well, we go with luxury car here. And condition, so we said used. So the model is A8 and maybe I. Engine, we're going to put V8. Body color, light gray. Silver gray maybe. Passenger capacity, 4. Interior color, beige. And it's leather. Does it have sat-nav? I will hope so. And the boot size in liters, let's say maybe 120. Is that a lot? I don't know. Let's say 80 maybe. 80 liters. Okay. And then we need our featured image. So click on this and we're just going to select one image for this. So the best one that represents the car. So maybe this one here, slightly slanted at an angle. Okay. And that's basically it. So we can save this now. Publish. And you know what? Let's have a sneak preview. So if you preview this, right click on it, open a new tab. And let's have a look at our page. So this is what our page looks like. So the first thing we're going to see is the featured image. As you can see here, this is the one. And it will slide automatically and show you the different pictures as well. So as you can see, very appealing and very gorgeous looking indeed. And if we scroll down, you have all the features. So as you can see, we have a description here. Start typing a description here. Only has one previous owner. All the features here and the details of the car. So lovely and simple, and yet very efficient. So this is the detailed listing for one car. Now let's create a page, an internal page, to show all the cars and have our search feature as well. So let's create this now. So for this, can close this one now. So back to here. So we're going to car dealers and dashboard. Okay, can dismiss that. So as you can see here behind me, we have three different steps. Sorry. First is to configure our settings like we did. So we did that. We imported on demo data as well. And then fill out the fields in carTitle. We did that as well. And now we're going to create our page. So you can see here it's using a shortcode car_dealer, car_dealer_team. And this one only bar yes if you just want the search bar on its own. So just select this now. Right click, copy. And now we're going to create a new page for our listing, our car listing. So again, right click, copy. And now we're going to go into pages. And from here, add a new page. So we're going to give it a title. Car listing. Keep it simple. And then we're going to click on the plus sign here, right there, plus. And you're going to look for short. This is the one, short code. And you're going to paste this in, just like that, the car_dealer. And then click publish, publish again. And that's it. And now we can view that page. So right click on this here, view page, open a new tab. So there you go. As you can see, we have all our cars here listed immediately on the one page. And we have a search feature here right on top. So as you can see, you can search by price, you can search by make, by year, transmission, fuel type, body type, condition, and order by price, newest, advertised, etc., etc. And then as you scroll down, you have all our cars here. And if you go to the next page, you can see this is the one we just created, the Audi. And now all you have to do basically is click on this. And this will bring you to the same page we just created. So this is our detailed page with all the details about this car. And if you click back here, this brings us back to the full listing. So it's very nicely done, as you can see, very easy to navigate, very user-friendly. So absolutely great indeed. I think this plugin is outstanding, especially considering that it is free. So now I don't think this layout matches our template. It looks a bit dated, to be honest. I don't like the borders around. I don't like the background color here. It doesn't match our color. So maybe we can use a bit of blue and yellow like we have here. And maybe our search bar here as well, we could square this up all the corners instead of rounded. This is a bit dated, you know, this is maybe 5 or 10 years ago we'd have used this, but things have changed now. We're more into the squarish trend now, like this button here. So let's go and change this together. I'm going to give you a bit of CSS coding to change this around, and you're going to see it's going to look beautiful. Okay, so let's do this together. So we're going to exit out of here. Okay, and then we're going to appearance, and then we're going to customize. Okay, and as you can see, we have an option here that says additional CSS. So we want to click on this, and right here, you're going to paste the code that's in the description below. So Control C, redelete this, Control V, and then publish. Now, let's go back to our page. So this is what our page used to look like. And now with just a little bit of CSS coding, just those few lines of code, you're going to see what it looks like now. So let's refresh. Wow. And as you can see, that's a lot better, isn't it? Much more appealing indeed, and more in line with the rest of the website, and more current as well, but a lot more modern as well. So as you can see, very nice looking, and the search box is much more professional looking and more in line with the 2021 indeed. Now let's have a quick look at our home page. Okay, so as you can see, we have two call to action buttons here, get estimate and emergency call. So this is an auto service website template that we're using. So we're going to tweak this around to match our own requirements and make it look like more like a car dealership website. So let's go ahead with this now, and let's tweak this around. So let's go back to our WordPress dashboard. We're going to all pages. So that's where we are. And we're going to edit the home page now. So this is our home page. So let's change this first. So as you hover on top of each of these pages, you have different options. You have edit, quick edit, trash, view, and edit with Elementor. And this is the options we're going to select, edit with Elementor. So I'm just going to right click on it and open that in a new tab, but feel free to open it in the same tab. It's all the same. So there you go. So this is our Elementor dashboard. So as you can see on the left-hand side, we have our menu with all the different sections, elements we can use, and this is the preview of our website. So let me explain quickly how Elementor works. So basically, it's a drag and drop system. So as you can see, we have a heading here. If I was to drag and drop this here, I can drop it anywhere. There you go. And now we have a new heading placed in between those two sections here. So I'm just going to delete this now. Delete. Okay, so as you can see, we have a plus and an X and those 6 dots. So if I click on this, you can see that this is a section. So this is a section. If I scroll down again, you can see this is another section. This is another section. another section again. So as you can see, different sections, and each section is made out of different columns. So you have different columns. So we have one section here, and we have one column in this one, and this one we have just one column. So you see, if I click on this, it says edit column. So this is the column, and the column is made out of different elements. So if I click on this, this is a heading, this one is a button, and this one should be an image, as you can see. So it's very simple, very intuitive indeed. So let's go ahead and change our home page here. So we care about your car. So we're going to change our tagline first. So a tagline basically should identify your ideal customer. So in this case, we could say, for instance, let's say sport and luxury cars. Okay, so sport and luxury cars. So this is nice, isn't it? So by using a tagline like this, clearly you are identifying your ideal customer. So everyone who's going to come here looking for a family car, they'll know immediately that website is not for me. So they're not going to waste time around, and it's actually will be greatly appreciated for everyone. So where this way, if I'm looking for a sports car like a BMW M3, I can see, oh, this is exactly what I'm looking for. I'm in the right place. Now, it could be anything you want. You could identify your customers by location as well. So let's say if you only cover the, let's say, New York area, so you can put something related to New York, you know, your New York car dealership, your best New York car dealership, or best choice in New York, or something like this. So this is how you want to qualify your customers and your visitors, just to make sure they are in the right place. And this will be greatly appreciated from them, of course, you know. And then underneath this, you're going to put something like a descriptive paragraph to tell your clients how good you are, and how and why they should trust you, and why they should go with you, why they should buy from you rather than everyone else. So basically, you try to put here a very compelling argument as to why they should choose you over anyone else. And we have a call to action here. So we're going to change this button. So we're going to change this to our listing page. So this is our car listing page. So we're going to copy the URL here. Just right click on it and then copy. And I'm going to paste that in here. So instead of the hashtag, you're going to put the URL to that page. And we're going to change the text. So emergency call 24/7. That's not what we want. Maybe we can have see all cars. And as you can see, the font is quite small, isn't it? It's not easy to read. So we can change this as well. We're going to style, typography. So typography has got to do with the font. So click on this, and we're going to increase the size. So instead of 1, maybe something more like this, you know, make it more obvious. Maybe 24, maybe 20. 20 will be fine. Okay, let's keep it as is. That's fine. Okay, let's go back here. And as you can see, we have an icon here with the phone number, which doesn't fit the purpose here. So we're just going to remove this and click the none. So it's better just with the small arrow like this. And then click update. So let's have a quick look at our website now. Just refresh this quickly. So sport and luxury cars. So this is very easy to identify. Is this website for me? Yes or no? And see all cars. All you have to do now is click on this. And there you go. They'll be redirected to our listing. So you can see we have a Porsche. We have an Audi, A8, Tiptronic. So these are sports cars. And this is fine. So back to our home page now. Okay, so let's take care of everything that's underneath. So now underneath here, you can change this, obviously. So we can, instead of make an appointment, maybe you could have a visit our showroom. So you could change this. So you can change the icon first. So let's maybe put something that's related to a building, maybe. There you go. So maybe this one here, insert. That's fine, yes. And instead of make an appointment or book an appointment, let's put visit showroom, and you can put the address right here. So maybe 123 street name, and then city, area, and then country, maybe. I don't know, something like this, you know? Very easy indeed. Working hours, you can do the same. You can change this. So what is this now? Let's change this for clock maybe instead. Clock. This is more relevant, let's say, working hours. And then emergency call, maybe not emergency call, just call us maybe. Just call us. Call us on, and then the phone number underneath. So this is the one here, and to edit your number, click on the pencil again, and you put your phone number. So 111 234 567, let's say. Okay, so this is how you can change this. Very easy, isn't it? Very simple indeed. So now you can change that picture as well if you wanted another picture, obviously. You know, you can just click on this, then go and change the image. Now, bear in mind that if you want to change that image, you'll have to make sure that this is a PNG picture with a clear background. So you want to make sure that the background is clear, otherwise it will overlap with the actual layout we have here, and it won't look that nice, to be honest, you know. Okay, so let's scroll down the page now. So what we do, so this is basically a list of the services that you provide. So let's change a few here. So let's go on the title here. So maybe you could have we sell cars, which makes sense. You could have we buy cars, and maybe we trade in cars as well. There you go. So these are 3 different options. Now we have 6 of them. You can feel free to fill all these. But if you only wanted 3, you can easily delete this by clicking on the X box here. X sign, sorry, not the Xbox. And there you go. Now only 3 of them. So as you can see, we sell, we buy, and we do trade-ins as well. So very simple, isn't it? Now we can put this back if you wanted to. If you wanted it back, you click on the history here, and then click image box. And just like that, all our 3 sections are back. So if you ever make a mistake, you can always go back in time, obviously. As long as you don't exit this page, you'll be fine. Now let's keep scrolling down the page. So why choose us? So here you're going to give them some compelling reasons why they should choose you over anyone else. It could be price, it could be quality, it could be location, it could be experience, it could be after sales service, whatever it is, put everything there to make it as compelling as possible. And as you can see, we have a request a callback section here with the form. So this is very handy indeed if someone wanted to discuss maybe a trade-in option, if they wanted to sell their cars, or maybe they're looking for something that's not listed on your website, or you might have in stock very soon. They might inquire about it, and you can get back to them. So this is a form, as you can see. If I click on this now, it's using a shortcode again. So a shortcode, it's when it's using a different plugin within WordPress. So WP Forms ID number 6. So to change this, we'll have to go into our WordPress dashboard. So let's go back to our WordPress dashboard. And as you can see in our menu section, we have WP Forms here. So click on this. And you can see the ID here is WP Form ID 6, which is the one we are actually using on our page. So to change this, basically click on it. And there you go. So now you have name, email, contact number, and your message, which is normally sufficient for a contact form. This is the usual fields you'll be requesting. But maybe you want to add another field. So all you can do is basically click on this and drag and drop again. So if you wanted to add a single line in between those two, all you have to do is just drag and drop it right here. And now we have a single line text field. So if you click on this now, you can edit the content and maybe put something like, I don't know, reg number, registration number, or something like this, you know. I'm just going to delete this for now. It's just to show you how you can add different fields. And if you want to make sure this form gets to you, now we're going to go into settings and then notifications. And you want to make sure the notification is on, because if it's off, obviously you will not receive any emails. And here you're going to type in your email address. So you can see we have email@example.com. So I'm just going to put hello@mrwebreviews.com, which is my main email address, and click save. And now if we use this form, so I'm just going to update this now. Okay. If we go back to our home page, I'll refresh. And if I scroll down, I'm just going to fill in our details here. So I'm just going to put a name, So David, I'm just going to put John Doe just for the sake of this. John Doe, email address john.doe@gmail.com. I'm going to put a contact number 0123456789, and this is a test of the request callback form. Send request, sending, and there you go. We got a confirmation message. So this confirmation message here, again, you can tweak it as well. If you go into confirmation, you see here it says, thanks for contacting us. We will be in touch with you shortly, which is absolutely fine if you think of it. And this is your message here. Now you can tweak this around and make it your own again. So now I'm going to go to my mailbox and show you the email I received. So there you go. This is the email I received. And as you can see, we have the name, John Doe, the email address, john.doe@gmail.com, his contact number, and the message. So very efficient. Okay, so this is our form sorted out now. And then our customers say, okay, so maybe you can change this. Maybe it says what our customer say. Okay, this is better. So this is basically all the testimonials and reviews you have. So you want to build trust and credibility, obviously. So if you have, let's say, Google reviews, Facebook reviews, maybe Yelp, or any of those websites, you might want to put them here as well. So always, of course, make sure you have the consent from your customers before you post this online, because of GDPR reason, especially now, you know. So let's change this around now just a little bit. So as you can see, we have the content. So this is where we're going to type in your testimonial, what your customer said. And you can even add a picture if you wanted to. As you can see, with an image here. So you can select anyone's picture, whatever it is. So it doesn't have to be a portrait or an actual picture of a face. It could be someone at work. So let's say I'm going to select this one here. Let's say insert media. And as you can see, we have a small avatar picture now with this person working on the car, which is very nice. And you can change the name here. So we could change this to John Doe. And the title. So you can put a title or maybe a location if you wanted him to say, but maybe he's based in New York. Maybe no title. Maybe you want to say where he's based, where he's located, where he's from. And just underneath here, we have those star ratings. You're going to see that's very interesting this. So if you click on this, you can see the scoring goes from 0 to 5. So you can change this, maybe 0 to 10. It's up to you if you wanted to, 0 to 10. But 0 to 5 is usually the best, that's the most commonly used. So if you have a rating of, let's say, 4.2 out of 5, you're going to change the value here in the rating value. So 4.2, so you lower this a little bit, 4.2. And as you can see, our stars are being filled up with a darker color, as you can see, as you increase it. So 4.2, as you can see, there's a bit more, 4.5, so that's half the star, obviously, and so on. So it's very seldom you have 5 out of 5, you know. So put the rating you have, maybe it's 4.4, or maybe it is 3.4, whichever it is, you know. Just put your rating here, 4.2, based on your on the website itself. So it could be Trustpilot, could be Google reviews, Facebook reviews, whichever it is, you know. And just put the ratings here. And at the bottom here, we can see we can change our number again. So let's do this. Change our number. So you put your contact number here, 111-234-567, let's say. And book an appointment today. So instead of book an appointment today, we could have see our full car listing. And this button here, it says book now. So click on this. So instead of changing this, we're just going to copy and paste the one we have on top. So we're going to reuse this one. So right click on it and then copy. Then go at the bottom now, straight to the bottom of the page. Right click on this and then paste. So we have it now. And now we can delete this one. Right click, delete. So this is saving us a little bit of time, you know, instead of typing the URL again and changing the font, etc. We can just copy and paste it here. And then once you're finished, don't forget to click update. Okay, so this is our homepage done now. So let's have a quick look here in the front end. So let's refresh. Okay, so let's scroll down our page now. As you can see, we have our beautiful hero sections with the car. See all cars, the call to action button immediately there. That will bring us to our car listing. And if we scroll down, we have our details, visit our showroom, contact number, what we do, we sell, we buy, and we trade in cars. We have a request a callback form, our testimonials and social proofs. And then finally, again, call to action to see our listing. So this is absolutely fine, isn't it? So now let's go and change our header here. So clearly we could go through all of the different pages. We could do the About Us section as well. We could do the services page. We could do our staffs and contact page. So all of these basically is the same way we've done this one. All you have to do is go back to Elementor, open that page with Elementor, and just change the settings here and change and tweak it around to make it your own. So we're not going to go through all of the pages now. We're just going to change the header here. I'm going to show you how to change this button here, how to change your logo, and also how to change the footer section here, and we'll be all done for this project. Okay, so let's go and change our logo and this button here, Get Estimate, and have it the same as our homepage here, See All Cars. So we'll have the same call to action here. So go back to our WordPress dashboard. And from here, we're going to go into Appearance, then Customize. So there are two ways of doing it, but the easiest is to hover actually on top of the logo. As you can see on this button, hover on top and just click on the small pencil, and it will bring you straight here. So to change our logo is very simple. You can click on the logo itself or click Change Logo. And we're going to upload our new logo now. And then select Files. And you select your logo basically, you know. So I went ahead and designed a custom logo myself, a very simple one as you'll see. So click Open. So I designed a logo that says Car Dealership, very simple. And then click Select. There you go. And you might want to skip this cropping. You don't need this. So skip altogether. Let me show you here. Sorry. Skip cropping. And that's it. So from here now we have our new logo, as you can see right here. And maybe you find it a bit small or maybe too big depending on the size initial file. So if it's a big file you'll have a big logo. You have to reduce the size. I designed a small size logo. You might want to increase it then, you know. So all you have to do is use this button here and drag it to the left or to the right, so you can increase or reduce the size. So let's make it slightly bigger, maybe just like this. 266 would be absolutely fine. And then click Publish. And that's it for our logo already. So it's very simple, isn't it? And then we have a button here, Get Estimate. So I'm going to go back to our home page, right click on this, copy link address. So we're going to copy the link and we're going to paste it here, right in here, just like that. And we're going to change this to See All Cars, just like that. Okay, and let's see our design. What does it say? We have the colors here. Could we increase the font maybe a little bit? Let me see now if we can. Font size, okay. So let's increase, it's a bit too small. So let's select a bigger font because this is our call to action. So you want it to be visible. You don't want to miss that. So See All Cars, just like that. Then click Publish. Okay, so let's go back to our home page and let's refresh. So as you can see, we have our own logo now, Car Dealership, See All Cars. And let's put this to the test. If I click on it, there you go. This brings us to our car listing immediately. So we have all our cars right here, very professional indeed. And then now let's take care of our footer section here. As you can see with our logo and then some content and a bit of information. So let's tweak this around as well. So now we go back to our WordPress dashboard. So click on the arrow to go back to the main menu once more. And now we're going to click on Footer Builder. And this will bring us immediately to the footer section. And as you can see, we can edit everything right from here. So first, let's change our logo here. So we click on the Auto Service logo. And as you can see, it's bringing us to a text feature. So it's slightly different here. So what we need to do is click Add Media. So click on the logo itself first. You click on the logo because we're going to replace this one with our own logo. So select this and then click Add Media. And we're going to upload a different file now. So as you can see here, just let me go back again. So this is blue and white because it's a dark background. So to have a contrast between the two, you'd need this to be in white. So to this, you click on your logo again and then add media. And we're going to upload our file again. So select file. And I went ahead and designed another one here, as you can see, with a white background, white font. Okay, and then insert. Okay, as you can see, we have now car dealership in white letters. So then you can change the content here. You can change this to make it your own. So whatever it is that you are, your tagline, maybe again, you can put your tagline back again here. And then we have a social media icon. So let's click on this. So the social media icon is slightly different. As you can see, you can select them on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn. Now, you might have different social media icons, or you might not have one of them. So maybe you don't have LinkedIn. Maybe you don't use LinkedIn. So click on this, close that, and delete it. Now, if you wanted to add another one, so all you have to do is click basically here on the drop-down menu and go and select the one that relates to your industry and the one you have in place. So maybe you want to add Telegram or Pinterest or maybe WhatsApp. So just click on this, add social media icon, and now you have your WhatsApp icon here. So how do you set up your account? So it is linked to your actual Facebook account in this instance. You're going to type in the URL, so the web address to your Facebook page right here. So instead of the URL, you type in https:/facebook.com and then your account name. And this is where it goes. And you do that for all your different accounts. And then if someone goes on your website and click on this, they'll be redirected directly to your to your respective social media account. And as always, don't forget to click publish. In other words, don't forget to save. So we have a contact info here. So click on this. So these are basically your details. So your address, phone number, email address, opening hours and all that. So just go, it's just text editor basically. Go and feel free to go and change. So let's say I wanted to change the email address. And just next to it, we have our services here. So we're going to tweak this around. So if you click on it, as you can see, these are custom links. So these are links to internal pages on our website. So at the moment we have auto maintenance, brake repair, etc., which is not relevant to our industry here. So what we can do, I was thinking maybe we could change this, and instead of our services, find a car. Okay, so find a car, and then we can narrow down the search maybe on our listing by different types, maybe automatic. Let me show you. So if we go here and we have a transmission, we select automatic instead of any, so automatic, search. And as you can see, we have 4 cars here that are automatic. So what we can do is just copy this URL here on top, all this. So right click on this, copy, and now we're going to put it here. So instead of auto repair, select this, open it. So we're going to copy the URL right here, Control V, and then we're going to change this instead of auto maintenance, automatic cars. Okay. And then we can do the same maybe with manual and then search. So we have only one car. So select all that URL here, right click, copy, and we go back here and then select this. And you're going to replace this with manual cars. And instead of hashtag, let's copy all that long URL. And let's do that again once more with Tiptronic maybe. So Tiptronic, search. So we have 2 of them. Select the URL, copy, back here, and then put Tiptronic. And we're going to put the URL right here. There you go. And we can delete those 2 maybe for now. So we're going to scroll down, remove, open this, scroll down, remove, and then we're going to publish. So as you can see now, we have, instead of our services, we have find a car, and we're going to refresh. So let's go on our actual page and let's refresh. So let's go into car dealership here. So let's say I was to scroll down the page and I want only automatic cars. I click on this and there you go. All I have is my automatic cars. Now if I click on manual, all I have is manual. If I click on Tiptronic, all I have is Tiptronic. And then you could do the same with the other section here as well, you know, instead of doors, you could replace this with maybe the body type, maybe coupe, luxury car, sedan, SUV, van, wagon, and other. You know, you could have all these sections maybe and use the same method, copy and paste the URL here, and then change all these settings. And one last thing I'm going to show you is how to tweak your menu section here, the menu bar. If you didn't want all these items, you want to remove some or maybe add some, let me show you how to do that. So we go back to our WordPress dashboard and we go into Appearance and then Menus. And you have to select our primary menu here and then select. And as you can see, we have Home, About, Services, Our Staff, and Contact, which is exactly what we have here. Home, About, Services, Our Staff, and Contact. So let's say you didn't want our staff page, you wanted to remove that. All you have to do is click on this, remove, save menu, then refresh. And as you can see, we only have 4 menu tabs now, which is Home, About, Services, and Contact. Now let's say if it was the other way around, you wanted to add a page that's not there yet. As you can see, we have all our pages here. And you wanted to add our staff, so tick that, add to menu, and then you can insert it wherever you want it. So you can use the drag and drop feature, and as you can see, now it is between services and contact. Now, if you indent it a little bit, it means that this is the main menu and this is a sub menu. So let me show you quickly. So save this. If I refresh, you can see we have menu, and then we have a drop down menu, our staff. So this is a sub menu basically. So this is another option that you can use or might be interested in. So let's put it back the way it was, just like that, save. And if we refresh again, there you go. We're back to normal now. Okay guys, as you can see, we ended up with a beautiful website where you can list all your cars. So I hope you enjoyed this project. If so, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. It will really help grow this channel. If you have any questions, leave that in the comment section. I'll endeavor to answer to everyone. So thanks for watching and I'll see you guys in the next video.